The Gray Man from 2022 follows Court Gentry, a highly skilled CIA operative turned rogue, as he is hunted across the globe by a former colleague and elite assassin, Lloyd Hansen. The film begins by introducing Gentry as a professional whose proficiency in intelligence, combat, and strategy has earned him the moniker, the Gray Man. His world is defined by secrecy, precision, and moral ambiguity, emphasizing that heroism and competence in his environment depend not only on physical skill, but also on ethical judgment, adaptability, and the capacity to operate under extreme pressure. The narrative establishes high stakes from the outset. Gentry's knowledge of classified operations makes him a target for both governmental and criminal forces, illustrating that intelligence and resourcefulness are central to survival in a world where trust is scarce and danger is omnipresent. Gentry's character is defined by professionalism, moral restraint, and a nuanced ethical code. Unlike the antagonist Hansen, who employs ruthlessness, manipulation, and sociopathy to achieve his objectives, Gentry navigates missions with an emphasis on minimizing collateral damage and maintaining integrity wherever possible. This contrast establishes the central tension between efficiency without conscience and skill guided by ethical responsibility. Gentry's ability to act decisively while retaining a moral compass underscores the narrative's focus on the interplay between intelligence, strategy, and ethics in defining heroism, demonstrating that effective action requires not only capability but principled judgment. The antagonist, Lloyd Hansen, serves as both foil and catalyst, embodying the danger of unchecked ambition and the ethical consequences of power wielded without restraint. Hansen's obsession with eliminating Gentry stems from both personal vendetta and professional rivalry, illustrating the destructive potential of ego, strategic manipulation, and moral corruption. Their conflict is not merely physical but deeply psychological, highlighting themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the ethical dimensions of decision-making in high-stakes environments. Hansen's relentless pursuit creates an environment of tension, forcing Gentry to utilize ingenuity, foresight, and ethical judgment in order to survive and protect innocents caught in the crossfire. The film's narrative spans multiple global locations, including Bangkok, Prague, and Lisbon, emphasizing the logistical and strategic challenges of evasion, pursuit, and mission execution. Gentry's operations involve a combination of intelligence gathering, combat proficiency, tactical planning, and improvisation, showcasing his multidimensional skill set. Each sequence underscores the integration of cognitive, ethical, and physical abilities required for effective action. From high-speed chases through urban landscapes to close-quarters confrontations and precision-targeted operations, the narrative highlights that heroism in this context is defined by adaptability, foresight, and ethical decision-making as much as by physical prowess or technical skill. Character relationships further enrich the narrative, providing both emotional depth and narrative tension. Danny Miranda, a CIA asset, becomes a crucial ally, reflecting the importance of trust, collaboration, and relational intelligence in high-risk environments. Gentry's interactions with Danny and other supporting characters illustrate that heroism is not solely individualistic. It relies on the ability to coordinate, communicate, and ethically manage alliances under pressure. These relationships emphasize moral accountability, highlighting the ethical responsibilities inherent in leadership and operational decision-making, particularly when innocent lives are at stake. Action sequences are meticulously choreographed to combine spectacle, tension, and narrative significance. Scenes such as the Bangkok chase, the Prague escape, and the climactic confrontation in a fortified location demonstrate the integration of strategy, improvisation, and technical mastery. These sequences also emphasize ethical and relational stakes, as Gentry consistently seeks to neutralize threats while minimizing harm to bystanders. The interplay between high-intensity action and moral deliberation reinforces the film's thematic emphasis that true heroism requires more than skill. It requires ethical clarity and the courage to act responsibly under duress. humor and personality are subtly woven into the narrative to enhance engagement and humanize characters without undermining stakes. Gentry's dry wit, strategic observations, and professional calm provide levity amid chaos while reinforcing intelligence and situational awareness. These elements highlight the cognitive and emotional dimensions of heroism, demonstrating that effective operatives must navigate not only physical threats but also psychological and relational challenges. The narrative suggests that resilience, adaptability, and ethical judgment are inseparable from intelligence and skill in complex, high-stakes contexts. The climax unites personal, operational, and ethical stakes, as Gentry confronts Hansen in a high-risk confrontation that tests strategy, skill, and moral judgment. Success requires integration of physical ability, analytical thinking, and ethical discernment, demonstrating that heroism emerges from the confluence of competence, principle, and relational intelligence. The resolution underscores the consequences of choices, highlighting that actions guided by moral clarity and foresight can protect innocence, neutralize threats, and maintain integrity in ethically ambiguous environments. The Gray Man succeeds by blending character-driven storytelling, globe-spanning action, strategic ingenuity, and thematic exploration of ethics, loyalty, and professional responsibility. The film illustrates that heroism encompasses intelligence, ethical reasoning, and adaptability in addition to physical skill and tactical mastery. Through Gentry's journey and his conflict with Hansen, the narrative emphasizes the interdependence of competence, ethical judgment, and relational awareness, demonstrating that meaningful heroism involves principled action in the face of extreme danger, moral ambiguity, and personal stakes. By integrating suspense, visual spectacle, and psychological insight, The Gray Man delivers an engaging and multidimensional story that examines the complex ethical, strategic, and emotional dimensions of modern heroism.